ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Black shot.
They'll look to throw here. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive end setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Strike 2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward.
Under pressure, they got him again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, but it's a loss of 6. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Right, 97.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Green.
2nd and 3. He hits Adams, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape for 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. And that is caught.
Touchdown, Raiders! Davante Adams with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Yellow, line, double 38.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with and a loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. You tell it. Blaster, 6.
Second and 6. And it's complete to Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down and win. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Wait.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, there wasn't much of a window there. Charles had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you can use your body to create some space.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. To throw again is Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The end result, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hand cycle.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
161 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Jacobs now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Drill 52.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Ball again.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard into the 32.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long, soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
77 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DJ Reed. There he goes, right side. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third.
It's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll run with Hall. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
One more time with Hall. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.